Hello and welcome to GFFA Games. Today we are playing Franck Herbert's DUNE, and this was a nightmare to get to run in Windows 10, and it's probably not worth the effort. However, I think we can all appreciate the spelling of Franck with an extra C, and the bizarre choice to make the surname all caps. It's a great start. Let's press enter. Right, we are going to start in training mode and hope that the camera behaves itself. Going through the tests in the Atreides training room. We're of course playing Paul Atreides. The camera seems to be working fine. One of the issues I've had is the camera just spins like this when you start the game, and I think recreating the shortcut to the executable seems to have solved that, but what do we have? Nothing over here. Approach the obstacle and keep moving towards it. Not all the heights are... approach an edge and keep moving towards it. Not all the heights can be climbed. Okay, so just jump straight down there. The controls are pretty awkward, just using the arrow keys to move around and the mouse to move the camera. Approach the wall and keep moving towards it until you're up against it. That's like we just did. For me to come on the wall, shift forward to take a peek, then use this key to do a roll. Oh, enter key by the looks of it. There we go, there's a dramatic sound effect. Opposite direction of the wall to move away from it. Approach the guard without being seen. Use the attack key, which is... there we go. Killed him. I assume that was the water of life coming out of him. Approach the lever until the contextual icon appears on the bottom right of the screen, then press the attack key. Must be the lever. Okay. By the way, I have played this training before. As you can probably tell, I know where everything is. Press this key to display the weapons you possess. Control. Got a knife, and we've got some kind of gun. I think we have to get up against this wall. Keep the aim key pressed, then press attack to fire. It just automatically locks on, I can't change that aim in at all. Dead. Right. This. So I can look around using my mouse, and what I need to be looking for is that symbol at the top of the screen, because that is what we need to input on this device. Approach the control panel until the contextual icon appears on the bottom right of the screen, and press the action key. Right, so I'm just inputting the password that we previously saw. Okay, maybe I got that wrong. Open, open, H, close, close, okay. What am I going wrong here? Open, open, H, was it that one? Yes, there we go. My memory is absolutely shocking, by the way, so... Got him. What's this? actually hit him. Dead. Right. This is very awkward to control. Oh, there's a key or something we need to find. He had it. There we go. Now we should be able to select the key. And there we go. No ceremony to that, just ends. Right. Let's begin a new story. Enter a name under which you save your game. We'll call this G. Oh no. Oh my goodness me. Who was this designed for? Okay. I'm having trouble figuring out how to... There we go.
To fully appreciate the inevitable unfolding of events, one must begin by placing the events in time. The year is 10,191, 57th year of Emperor Shaddam IV's rule. To be precise, location, the day of peril. We are on Arrakis, otherwise known as DUNE, the planet of sand. This is the only known source in the entire universe of the essential spice. Now for the main protagonists. First, Duke Leto Atreides, planetary governor of DUNE. He has just been double-crossed by the Emperor and slain by the evil Baron Harkonnen. His immediate family have either been killed, arrested, or have escaped. His wife Jessica and his young son Paul, henceforth Duke, have...
Okay, that cuts off rather abruptly.
At this point, it is best to call him Paul Atreides. The unknowing would say that his was a desperate plight, but the man who will become known as Muad'Dib has already begun to shape his fate. His mission is to round up the Fremen, a people tucked away in the desert who stand up to the Harkonnen. Through them, Paul will regain his kingdom and avenge his family.
Mother, don't untie your distiller. It will recycle your body's own water much more effectively. It's all we have. I can see Fremen settlements.
Can you smell something strange?
That's one of the sandworms. It's close by. If we step on the sand, it will detect us. I'm going to look for the thumper. It'll put the worm off our scent.
Paul and his mother, Lady Jessica, flee the Harkonnen. Lost in the sands, they try to rally the Fremen, the desert's mysterious inhabitants. Having located the remains of an old Fremen siege, Paul decides to take a closer look by crossing the desert's surface, risking a confrontation with Shai Hulud, the worm of the sands. The Great Urg. To be honest, I think I might have chosen the worst DUNE game available. Anyway, let's press enter.
Mother, I'm going to find the thumper. Wait here.
Right. Where do we go? The thing is... There's the thumper. You just picked up a thumper. Do we take it back to...
Time is against us. We must hurry.
I'll follow you. We must get to the Fremen site. Time is running out.
Okay, that's quick quicksand. That's more quicksand. That's more quicksand. How on earth do I get to the Fremen site? Move! I'm assuming that's the Fremen site over there.
Mother, your steps are too even. You'll give us away. Try to avoid the areas of dark spice. They slow you down.
I don't like this place.
Okay, so I need to stick on these light areas. We need to make our steps uneven. Ooh, no, that is just gonna kill us, isn't it? Right, we're in the cave. Hopefully this is the siege.
Fear not, as long as we can hear the thumper. Come on, quick!
That must be Shai Hulud, is it? Oh, I think we have to keep going. Okay. Oh, here he comes. Oops. Where do we go? Killed us. Oh, please don't restart us from the beginning of the mission. Nope. Good. Right. Try running this way, shall we? Ten here. Ooh, he's got us. Which way do you go? So let's try running just straight away from the camera and just keep going. I say away, I mean towards the camera. I think this is the correct way, but... Ball. Oh no. I think he's got us. So we're getting closer. Oh dear. Unfortunately, there's no way to turn the camera, so I'm not sure. Where Where's the Lady Jessica during all this? I think over here there was a way through, wasn't there? That was over there, damn it. Right. Heading the wrong way. Must be a faster way of doing this. Ah! Where's Lady Jessica?
Look at the pretty picture, nephew. A bull of extraordinary strength has flattened Paul's grandfather. I, the most powerful man in the Empire, have killed his father. One of Arrakis's unforgiving storms has swept the child away.
An awesome combination of power has rid us of the Atreides, Uncle.
Raban, you must recapture Dune. Its surrender has been very costly to us. Our investment must pay dividends. May we be bathed in torrents of spice. Don't forget to remind the locals that the Harkonnen mean business. Let them bury themselves in their stinking caves while we make our fortune.
The Fremen are more than just a scattered bunch of natives. Our soldiers report that they are fearsome fighters.
Do I detect fear in your eyes, Raban?
The Fremen quake in their boots at the mere mention of my name.
Of course. The beast, Raban. Flood the desert with their blood.
The
Well, there you
Fremen
go.
know that the most ferocious storms can be traced to the nethermost regions of the desert. Sometimes a harmless, gentle breeze on the sand can turn. Paul, meanwhile, was planning retribution for his father's death and a way to reconquer Dune. Stilgar had found the Atreides in a siege bastion in the desert abyss. This is where Jessica gave birth to Elia, Paul's sister, just before Duke Leto's death. Jessica had become the Reverend Mother of the Fremen. Paul was now called by his Fremen name of Paul Muad'Dib. Inside the siege, he was adding the final touches to stage 1 of his plan. An all-out guerrilla attack on the Harkonnen spice harvests.
We will require more than my tribe's worth of warriors to cut off the Harkonnen spice supply.
Stilgar, how about summoning the other tribes?
My men are ready to go to war because my word is gospel. As for the other siege dwellers, they will need assurances that a brave man is in command.
What's our first planned mission?
The obliteration of a carriole and a harvester, 200 kilometers in a northwesterly direction from here.
I'll go it alone.
That's suicidal.
When I return, news of this accomplishment will spread around the sieges and the desert's nadir. Then we can count on many more recruits.
I refuse to accept these terms.
I shall proceed with or without your approval.
I wouldn't put it past you.
I need equipment.
Find Baron. He's in charge of weaponry. He'll supply you with an SOS launcher, a vital object. You'll also need a crease. I believe the Chani is looking into that.
Chani?
The Atreides are brilliant strategists, but naive on other matters. Come and find me when you have everything. I shall take you to the ambush site. You must make use of your trip to the siege and talk to the Fremen. Knowing that you are near does wonders for their morale.
Right, the Siege. The Siege is a village built in a small rock island in the midst of the dunes. Located deep in the desert, it cannot be breached by Harkonnen patrols. The Fremen's guerrilla warfare against Raban is planned here. Okay, I think I'm going to call it there for the day. I think that this game is pretty bad, but, you know, it's Dune, and I like Dune. I think this is meant to be based on a TV mini-series that they made years and years and years ago now, but I mean the music's from there, from what I can tell, but the designs and things don't look anything like it. In fact, the character voices sound more like the David Lynch movie, which, you know, obviously is fantastic. I really like that film, but anyway, I'll see you next time.